Parents around the world have been holding their children a little tighter after yet another mass shooting, this time at an elementary school in the United States.
21 people were killed in Texas yesterday, 19 kids and 2 teachers. We're learning more about the deadliest school shooting in almost a decade. Nicole Martin joins us live in studio with what we know so far. Nicole.
Well, Taz and Phil, just 2 days before the kids at Robb Elementary in Uvalde, Texas were set to go on summer break, a lone gunman walked into their school and targeted one specific classroom, shooting those inside. And tonight we are learning more about the victims, many of them quite young, like LEXI RUBIO. She was in the 4th grade. 10-year-old Xavier Lopez is just one of the 19 kids who were killed. His mother attended his award ceremony shortly before the shooting. Amory Jo Garza, another 10-year-old who proudly held her honor roll certificate just hours before her death. Uzziah Garcia was also in the 4th grade. He's described by his uncle as a great kid who was full of life. Jose Flores Jr. loved baseball and video games. A 4th grade teacher, Eva Morales, is among those killed. Her family says she was an educator for 17 years. The second teacher murdered in the attack was Irma Garcia. Law enforcement said she sacrificed herself by shielding kids inside. In an afternoon press conference, the governor of Texas said the shooter had warned on social media just minutes before the attack that he was going to shoot up a school.
An entire community shaken to its core.
Evil swept across Uvalde yesterday.
She played softball. She played basketball.
Tonight we're hearing from grieving parents like the Rubios, whose daughter Lexi had her life cut short.
All we can hope is that she's just not a number. Hopefully something gets resolved. That's all we ask. Hopefully something gets resolved.
I know this is very difficult, but what would you like to get resolved? What would you like to see resolved at this point?
Damn violence, guns. I'm a cop. I'm a deputy here in Uvalde County. This is enough. This is enough.
All of the victims have been identified, but for hours, families in the close-knit Texas town sat in a nearby civic center and prayed, waiting for answers, and for many, their worst fears were realized.
I see this in the news somewhere else, but not here, but it is happening here.
The Texas governor detailing the horrors that unfolded, saying the gunman began his rampage by shooting his 66-year-old grandmother in the face. She managed to call 911 and remains in critical condition.
The gunman fled, and as he was fleeing, had an accident just outside of the elementary school, and he ran into the school.
Despite police saying a school officer approached and engaged the shooter, 18-year-old Salvador Ramos made his way inside.
There was a brave Consolidated Independent School District resource officer that approached him, engaged him, and at that time, gunfire was not exchanged, but the subject was able to make it into the school.
They say he used a back door, went down a hallway and into an adjoining classroom where he killed 21 and injured 17 others before a Border Patrol officer killed the gunman. The governor thanking the responding officers today.
The reality is, as horrible as what happened, it could have been worse.
Police say the shooter purchased 2 assault rifles on his 18th birthday, posting the AR-15s to his Instagram account. They say he sent chilling messages to a girl he met online about his imminent attack. And while police say there was no meaningful forewarning of the carnage, the shooter did use his Facebook page to post his plans in the minutes leading up to the massacre.
The third post, maybe less than 15 minutes before arriving at the school, was, "I'm going to shoot an elementary school."
The Texas governor placing blame for the mass shooting on mental health.
2 patients, including a 10-year-old girl, remain in critical condition in hospital tonight, and we are hearing that U.S. President Joe Biden will be visiting Texas in the coming days.